Alright, so first match I got up here, we got Cuddles and Misty. I'm pretty sure this was like a 6-0, so.
Oh,
Alright, so gets the U-turn on the Laddie, but then comes into the Guzzlord with the Draco Meteor. That's rough. I kind of feel like he should have just U-turned there. I don't feel like there's any reason not to. But, I mean, I guess it kind of worked out. He got set up here.
yep.
But, yeah.
An ice shard
Kinda,
kills.
yep, the Ice Shard. Kind of feel like he should have known. You know, he brings in the Pile of Swine on the setup Halucha. That's just a knowledge thing. Like, you gotta be ready for the Ice Shard there. And dang, yeah, Draco one-shots the Pelipper. That thing might be Specs. Dang, and the Justified. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly over here. But he gets the Archaludon in, barely lives, but I don't think he can kill the Verzian here. Definitely not with Electro Shot, yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, and Kill Watch was too frail to switch in on a set of Verizian. I mean, it was kind of over anyways, but he would have needed the sack to get the Kill Watchel in. And there it is, the Samurott goes down. So it's 6-0 for the first game of the season.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
And then we got Chosen Pig and Elise Mel. I don't actually remember what happened in this game, so it's gonna be a surprise here. Nose Pass and Wheezing. Oh wow, that just one-shots. Dang. Yeah, and the Willow on the Excadrill. That's the rough start there for Chosen Pig. And then comes in for the Intimidate on the Earthquake too. Oh, Ice Spinner though on the Dragonite. And that's going to take out the Lando. That's pretty bad for Elise Mel. I mean, Lando... Excadrill's kind of shut down anyways because of the burn, but Lando just completely stops that. Xurkitree can't really do anything to it. Could have done a chunk of damage to Feeny. I'm not sure if it was like an attack invested Landorus. If it was an attack invested Lando T, probably could have hit Feeny pretty hard. So that's a big loss there. Comes back into the Excadrill. And Feeny, it would get rid of the Toxic Spikes there. Into the Ogre Fawn. Okay. Gonna force Feeny out. Oh, and the Play Rough. I wonder if that was a read. That might have been a read. Probably brought Play Rough just for Dragonite. Dang, the Play Rough missed. That's rough though. Oh. Misty Terrain
And the
stopping
Misty
the
Terrain
Toxic.
protector.
His own Misty Terrain, that's unfortunate. Yeah, this is mostly over here though. I think Ogre Fawn can just clean here. Extra drill trying to put up sword stances. I mean, that's kind of all he has at this point. Yep, and then the volt switch out brings in the treads. Sableye not quite dying yet, but doesn't really matter. I think he might have been fishing for a crit there, but it gets Sableye to start recovering, gets the switch back into Ogre Pawn. I think it's over by this point. Toxic, that's not gonna matter. If it was, yeah. Yep, an Excadrill can't switch in there. Wait, U-turn? Was it not running Ivy Cudgel? That is interesting. I mean, it must not have been running Ivy Cudgel. Because, I mean, I don't see any reason you wouldn't just click Ivy Cudgel there. And then Xurkitree comes in, you're faster, it's already chipped down to 41, you can kill that. And then Sableye, there's nothing it can do. So it must not have been running Ivy Cudgel, but it still doesn't really matter. Yep, there goes the Excadrill and Sableye. Wait, I feel like he could just kill Sableye with an Earthquake there. How much was the Earthquake doing before? Yeah, Earthquake was doing... He did 36
Yeah,
before.
could have killed.
Yeah, he could have just... Could have just stayed into the treads.
Could it be choice? Did he change moves before?
Oh dang. And resisted Bolt Beak still just kills. And there goes Sableye.
Yeah.
Pretty one-sided matches there at start. I don't really remember what happened in this game either. Getting the rocks up, that's really big against the Zard Y. And then the Brave Bird. I wonder if he was running Whirlwind. If he was running Whirlwind, I feel like he could have just Whirlwinded Zard out and then forced him to come back in on the rocks. Terra Rock and the Leafeon for Zard. That is interesting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was for the Zard because Chlorophyll doubles its speed.
yeah. It was a little bit telegraphed though. I mean, you're bringing the Leafeon and Zard Y, it's kind of obvious what he's about to do. And yeah, Great Tusk just gonna be able to Rapid Spin for free here. Terra Electric. Yep. And then Rapid Spin, rocks are gone. No more boots for Leafeon either. That actually really sucks for him. Because now he's gonna be slower than Zard. Actually, he was probably slower than Zard anyways.
No, with the sun up, even at -1 it should be faster. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah, I think it would be. Explosion from the Minior and it doesn't even kill. That's unfortunate. But Zard can come in and clean it up.
Okay.
The crit. And
Yeah, that
apparently...
the crit mattered.
Yeah, apparently the crit mattered because he'd it set up so he could rest it off, calm mine, and then rest it off, but he got the crit, and then, yeah, that's game.
Yep.
Alright, next up we have my game here. So, Fluttermane was a huge threat here. I led with Maw, just in case he led with King Gambit, I think. But Fluttermane, it pretty much two-shotted everything on the team besides Chansey. And I had a subset on it, so Chansey just couldn't touch it. Was able to get a free switch in. So I tried really hard to be safe with the Fluttermane here. He comes into Chansey on the Moth. Not really anything Moth can do here. I have the sub. And then that allows me to get up the Toxic Spikes. And then I come to the Vulpix, I think just so I could get the... Oh, that's right, I had Encore on it. And then that allows me to get the free switch out, Palm Pass. And unfortunately, I tried to just go for the Fiery Dance there, can't get the boost, so I have to just leave. And I believe he Thunder Waves here. Yeah, it lets the kick it. Oh no, he heals. Yeah, and then the Cloyster has Drill Run, so I'm able to get up the rocks and Pinkaton, but then he just Rabbit Spins him away. Able to Encore it though. And that... Okay, he doesn't King Gambit here. And I go out into Flutter, which is unfortunate. I've switched straight back out because it can't be King Gambit in a straight 1v1. And then he knocks off Pinkaton's leftovers, not that it really mattered. It's already too low. Really do much at this point, but... And the crit on Hitmontop was pretty rough too. I'm pretty sure Hitmontop could have killed it there if it wasn't for the crit. And then I just use the sack on Tinkaton to bring the Fluttermane. And since I have the Sun up, forces Cloyster out. And then he brings in the Chansey, and so now I'm able to get up the Substitute, and he just cannot touch Fluttermane because his only attacking move is Seismic Toss. And so now I'm able to get some big damage on the King Gambit here. It crits, but that didn't really... I mean, it would have mattered if it didn't crit there, because it would have went to a Sucker Mind Game here if I wanted to stay in to kill him. I probably would have just switched out, but yeah, I get the crit there, and it just ends up one-shotting. He would have barely lived because he was a full Special Bolt King Gambit. So getting that King Gambit out of the way is huge, because that really helps set up Flutter for later. And now I get up some more Toxic Spikes again. And this kind of sucked right here. Barraskewda getting burned really hampered it. It would have been able to do a lot here if it wasn't for the burn, but... So just flip turn out because Barraskewda is just not doing enough damage. And then here, Vulpix, it might be able to live another knockoff. So just hit the Will-O-Wisp, and then it easily lives another knockoff. And now Vulpix has pretty much outlived its usefulness, so go ahead and get the Healing Wish off, and I'm able to get Fluttermane in for free. And so this was huge right here. He burns the Fluttermane, and I get the sub up. So now he doesn't really have a whole lot he can do here. He didn't have Thunder Wave on the save block. He only had Will-O-Wisp. If he had Thunder Wave there, it would have been really bad, but he just had the Willow, and so now Fluttermane is behind the sub. Chansey can't do anything, and Flutter's pretty much killing everything. So I'm pretty much just playing a game against the burn here, and I have to get some calm lines up in order to beat Chansey. But he leaves here, and now I'm able to just kill the Medicham here. He switched out. He could have bullet punched there and at least knocked off my sub, but switches into Chansey here, and that Moonblast does enough damage with the poison that I would be able to kill him again, or I would be able to hit him again and kill him. So he has to switch out there, and it's over by this point now, because now Chansey, I have enough boost, and Chansey doesn't have enough health to live. And there it goes. And now since I have to sub up Fluttermane, he's able to get the last kill. So Fluttermane is clutch. That thing's broke.
Yep.
Now the last game here, so we got just a Penguin, and Evelyn is based. So I actually helped my friend a little bit making this team. So just Penguin here. The matchups, I'd say it's pretty even, but I think it's a little bit in favor of Evelyn here. But one thing that he actually didn't notice at the beginning of the game. So Enamorus has Stellar Terra, which is going to be important later.
So yeah, it can do the contrary thing.
Yep. And Dragapult, it's doing a huge chunk of damage here. The Toxic is starting to build up though. It's able to kill the Galvantula, damage Aegislash, but then he has to take the Dragapult out. And there it is. Now Enamorus has the Stellar Terra, and it's starting to do the Terra Blast thing. So he comes into Iron Hands here. Iron Hands is able to live and get a wild charge off, which does kill, and so that takes the Enamorus out. But now Iron Hands is pretty much done, and Roserade's dead as well. And the Overpawn's able to take out Empoleon there. Back into Dragapult, and something pretty much has to die here. So he goes into Arcanine. Dragapult's able to get the kill. But now that toxic damage would kill him, so goes out into the Iron Hands. And then he switches into Ogerpon here on the Earthquake. And now it just sacks the Iron Hands. Brings the Pult back in, so now it's Ogerpon actually lives and is able to take out Dragapult. And so Talonflame gets the burn on Aegislash there. That's pretty big, but then Talonflame is toxic. And the attack drop is really rough there, because if Talonflame could have done some more damage to Aegislash, it might have... I think, yeah, it would have killed Aegislash there, which would have made the game a bit easier, because Talonflame could have done some damage to the Steelix, which would have pretty much made it guaranteed for Zygarde to be able to clean. And now the Zygarde is able to come in and sets up the Dragon Dance. So it pretty much has to set up to be able to one-shot the Steelix now. And so gets two Dragon Dances up, and then goes in and takes out the Aegislash. And he Terra Grounds and is able to one-shot the Steelix. And so, really close game there. Just Penguin taking it.
Yep.
And that is it for the first week. So the standings right now, I mean, it doesn't really matter a whole lot because everyone just has one win or one win or 0 wins. So, well, Elise Mel's actually already played a game this week, but you can see here the highest points difference besides Elise Mel, since they played their game this week. Cuddles here has 6, he got 6-0, and then it's Divvy. You've got 3, and then I've got 2, just Penguin's got 1, and everybody else is in the negative. And next week, I'm going to play Cuddles. I think that'll be a good game. He's a really slow team, and I think I have the advantage with the matchup because his team is so slow, and my team it's really offensive and really strong. So just not having the speed to shut that down, I think it's going to make it kind of rough for him. Elise already beat that's Reek. So Elise beat Reek 6-2. Evelyn's playing Chosen Pig. Misty and Just a Penguin. I think Just a Penguin will have that pretty easily. And then you are playing Oatmeal. So he's got a pretty good team. You'll definitely have to find a way to deal with King Gambit.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
And we can go ahead and take a look at the kills. So Fluttermane, after week 1, we've got Fluttermane in first place with 6. Zard Y got 4. Oberpon, Wellspring 3, Versian 3. And that is about it.